Welcome back everyone, my name's Eltimar and we're going to be continuing our Let's Play of Arcanum. Where we left off last time, we were just killing our way across this landscape. Can't quite see that guy. This is the pass through the mountains that we can take as an alternative. That said, we are... I'm just going to start disintegrating these guys. Actually, I think it's still cost effective just to harm them. These ore golems. They are giving us a ton of experience, though. We're almost up another level from where we were. About halfway, I guess. But still. We're going to be getting pretty close to the end, I would imagine. Let's go rest back here for a sec. I think we're just too close to enemies to rest. Or we just can't wait in this pass, apparently, for some reason. Weird. I would like to get a quick rest in. We're pretty low on fatigue. Oh, I went the wrong way around it. Oh my god, where did those guys come from? Did not see those guys. Alright, fair enough. We'll go all the way around. Bright side, more experience. How much are those worth each? Probably about close to 2,000 or so. We're about 4,000 closer to a level. It's not super close, but getting there. No, more Wargren have just appeared out of nowhere. These are feral locks. There we go, we can sleep for 1 hour here. Hopefully that won't make it night. Night makes it very hard to see, obviously, because it's dark. They do just come out of nowhere. Okay, this is an ambush situation. There might even be more feral locks to come our way. There's one. It's a Wargren, but not a feral lock, but whatever, same sort of idea. Alright, once we finish this pass, we got a few things to do. Let's go blow up all these guys. All of them? I think that's all of them. There's at the very least some rabid boars over here. 2 hits each to kill. Do we have any fatigue potions left? We have the Morgana's Tears. I don't want to waste those though. Those are expensive. Not that we really care about money that much. We just gained a level. Something is still alive. There we go. Rabid boar. Anything else alive, or is that finally the end? I think that's the end. There we go. We made it through the pass. Gorga's pass has been completed. That was quite the journey. Okay, so I've heard that there are some quests to do, some side quests. We can go to Really? We're by the pass, but we can't go through it that way? Okay, fair enough. You know what? That's fine. Apparently we can't go into the Thieves' Cave either. Oh, we found a golden bear. Moving on. Such a long journey. Apparently there's a place to turn in that camera that we've been carrying around the entire game. That would be nice to clear out some inventory space. And then eventually we're going to have to go around and get all the altars. Wherever they may be. Caledon. So we're here. We need to find a person to turn this into, and I don't know exactly where they are, but that's okay. We'll figure it out. Not that person. This is where we killed the werewolf. It's a farmer. Not who I'm looking for. I don't think. We can go maps though. I think maybe this place. Or that place. I think it's that big building though. Let's go take a look. Or maybe it is this place. Let me get into this place. Oh, it's got giant doors. There's nothing in here. This is some sheep. Or cows or something. This is a big building. Big metal door. Let's go take a look. What do you need help with? And who might you be, sir? I am Hieronymus Maxim, inventor of the mechanized gun and the recently absconded aeroplane, a heavier-than-air flying machine. He appears distracted for a moment, then thrusts his hand towards you. Oh, you have to excuse my absent-mindedness. I was just admiring the ruins of my life. Come to your factory. Damned imbecile ogre stole my flying machine prototypes and burned down my factory. And just to add that little extra joy to the whole affair, they beat me senseless as well. Now the Kings of Iron say I'm a fraud. That heavier-than-air flight is impossible. They say I staged the whole thing to cover my failure. Without proof, my days here are done. What type of proof do you need? Anything that would prove that they are capable of flight. Let's say I found proof for you. Would that work? I could give you an experimental mechanized arachnid I've been developing. Quite handy to have around in a scuffle. It'll heal you automatically. Here's a camera with pictures of them flying. Would that do? Yes, vindication. Thank you for this. Not only will I be allowed to carry on my work, I can also make those advisors look ridiculous. He digs through some parts on the floor. And here's the medical arachnid I promised you. Oh, and you may as well take plans for it in case you have cause to need them. Thanks. Oh, since you're kind enough to help me, if you ever need a mechanized gun built, just bring me the parts and I'll do it. Did I mention that I also invented the mechanized gun? What parts do I need? You need to bring me a loading mechanism and a Clarington rifle. I remember that. Good day. Anything else to loot in here? Those look like safes, but they definitely aren't. Alright, let's get out of here. I don't think there's anything else to do. We have 1 point to put into something. Let's go intelligence. Oh yeah, we're super smart. We're almost the smartest. 2 more to go. We are level 46, so that's going to put us pretty close to what we need. Excellent. What level, or sorry, I know what level we are. We have 156 health, 156 fatigue. Now it's time to find out where else to go. I'm going to pause for 2 seconds because I need some water, and then we'll decide where we're going to go. Welcome back. So I was going to start doing some of the altar quests, but unfortunately the crashes have gotten way more intense. It has been a very interesting several half-hour periods of time between the first part of this video and the second part of this video. So we're going to go straight for the end of the game. The game's deteriorating rapidly in terms of stability, and I don't want to risk any further degradation and not being able to finish the game because it just crashes too much. So we're going to Sengang right now. Dark Elf Guards. What is it? Mirse Mingorad. You are aware of the procedure. Where is your amulet, Malakian? Here it is. I show him the amulet of the Malakian hand. You may enter. You've been most helpful. Thank you. This is a much darker looking settlement than the other elf ones, and there's like skull flags. Alright, let's take a look around. Villager. Sir, what is it? Got some questions for you. What can you tell me about the Dark Elves? Ask again and I'll show you something about them. Thanks. Okay. Not a very nice person. We may try and do some altar stuff, maybe between videos, when I can just ignore the crashes and keep trying. Got some more questions for you. What can you tell me? Ask again. Same thing. Just not a very friendly group of people. Dark Elf Wizard over here.
Yes?
Hello, madame. Might I ask who you are?
I am Zan Alurin, warrior priestess of the Dark Elves. And who are you, stranger? You've never before seen the trees of Senang. Of that, I am certain.
I am Eltimar.
Honesty. You surprise me. You take a large risk in exposing yourself to me, especially considering what you are.
She gives us an appraising nod. And then what exactly do you mean by that?
I don't know exactly who you are, but I do know that you don't belong here. Sometimes I see things that others cannot. I know that your road has been long and that you're in grave danger by being here. I suppose you could say that meeting me has increased that danger.
She gives us a hooded glance. Really? For some reason I don't feel you pose a threat.
That still remains to be seen. But unlike many of my brethren and sisters here, I am seeking answers to difficult questions. Blind devotion to a cause is the easiest path to take, and the most foolish. I wish to shed light on the path ahead and choose the best way to travel. Those answers, I think, begin with you.
Really? And why would you think that, Zan Alurin?
I see things. When you walked into Sinang, I saw something around you. A great latticework of wood and iron, and it carried a great weight, which weighed nothing at all. These are the visions I see. What they mean, I don't always know. But I do know that you are somehow important to me.
Why? What answers are you seeking, Zan Alurin?
What do you know of the Dark Elves? Do you know the differences between us and our cousins in Kintara?
She is silent for a moment, considering you with her dark eyes, and then... Yes, I know the philosophical differences.
Then you know that the Dark Elves, like Aranax, want Arcanum to once again be ruled by elves, and elves only. They will stop at nothing to make this a reality. They've already done much, and are still doing so.
She seems almost to shudder. You keep saying they. Aren't you a dark elf, Zan Alurin?
Yes, I am. I am a dark elf. Sometimes that is a burden. I don't know exactly what I believe anymore. I see visions, and these visions tell me that there is something very wrong with what the Dark Elves are working for. Something very wrong with all that they have done.
Why? What have they done?
I can say no more. All I can tell you is that I do not know if my place is here among them, and that somehow my answers lie with you, and where you are going. But I won't lie about my loyalties. In the end, it is my own answers that I seek. When my choice is made, that is all that will matter.
You know what? Come along with me. It's answers that we both seek. Why don't you come? Why don't you join me?
You would have me? Knowing I can make you no promises? Knowing that my own answers will always come first? And you have no idea where we are going, and I will not tell you. Not yet. Not until I am sure of the right choice.
She shakes her head. Sure, why not?
No, I don't think that I'm
Oh.
interested in traveling with someone as morally rigid as your...
Well,
Was there
fine
anything
then.
else?
Nope, gotta go. Well, she won't come with us because we are too goody-goody for her. Hello, sir? No. Further. I've said something foul, Mog. Get over here and lick my boot clean. Ugh, such filth. Get away from me. Fine, I'm leaving. God. Just everyone's so rude in the city. It's not a philosophical difference. You guys are just all assholes.
When my guards informed me a foot soldier of the Malokian Hand was here to see me, I couldn't guess what you could possibly have to speak with me about.
Come to report on the search for the blimp crash survivor.
Judging from the Hand's famed reputation, I assume you were here to tell me that the survivor has been located and eliminated.
I am the survivor. Why are you trying to kill me?
Ah, the blimp survivor. I must say, I admire your courage, walking into the lion's den, as it were. I suppose it wouldn't hurt to tell you everything, as you will be dead in a few minutes regardless. What would you like to know before you die?
Where in the name of all the gods are those damn dwarves?
The Black Mountain clan were banished to the Void to construct a technological gate to weaken the wards separating our world from the Void. When they are finished, Aranax will make his triumphant return and set this world right.
Using baits in your scheme was a stroke of genius.
After all those years of trying to concoct a plausible excuse to banish a group of dwarves, that young fool stumbles in there and walks away with their cherished technology. Aranax himself couldn't have dreamed up a better scenario.
Stenar's escape could have seriously compromised your plans.
We knew Stenar would try to contact Bates, and Bates has enough wealth and power to make problems for us. He could possibly have even purchased himself enough mages to shore up the wards for years to come.
And why hasn't Aranex returned? Stenner made it through.
Stennar had absolutely no magical aptitude. He was able to slip through the smallest opening without any danger to himself. If someone of AraneX's magical power were to attempt to come through before the rift was big enough, it would be an excruciating death, to say the least.
I suppose it's time for you to kill me now?
Not so fast. There might be a way I could be persuaded to spare you alive.
She pierces us with a smoldering look. What do you mean?
I need something from you.
She moves towards us until she's so close you can feel her breath on your face. Are you suggesting what I think you are?
Exquisite pleasure seems an agreeable price to pay for your freedom. Don't you agree? Tell me, what is your decision?
I mean, it'd be a pleasure to earn my freedom. Why not? Are we just gonna die? Probably. No, we just banged to stay alive, and,
What is it now?
gotta go. Alright then. Very strange. I know who you are. The man before you is thin, wiry, with gray, wolfish eyes. He fingers a dagger on his belt. Sorry, what are you talking about? What do you mean? You're in the middle of the village of Dark Elves, and no one is here who shouldn't be here, so why wouldn't I know who you are? Yes, of course, sir. So sorry, sir. Too late for that. Do you think the hand doesn't know its own, or gives you a pointed look, doesn't recognize its quarry? So you know who I am. Who are you? He bows slightly. I'm Gideon Liar, first blade of the Molokian hand. I've sought you for a long time, and here you are, having walked into my very arms. Interesting indeed. Yes, indeed, I'm curious. Why did the Molokian hand want to kill me? Why else? We're assassins, friend. We've been contracted to kill you. Is there anything else you need to be said? But why? What'd I do? Sadly, you've done nothing at all. The original contract was for a dwarf named Stenner Rockcutter, who was posing as a gnome when he boarded the IFS Zephyr. You spoke to the dwarf and so involved yourself in his affairs. We have been hunting you ever since. Why did the Dark Elves want to kill Stenner Rockcutter? That is not important to me. The Hand are assassins. We provide a service, which we perform very well. And we are paid for that service upon completion of our contract. Nothing else is important, my friend. The Hand has no conscience or morality. We are death, and that death has now come for you. That Hand hasn't always been this way. He gives you a hard look. What could you possibly know of the Hand, stranger? We've been assassins for more than 1,000 years. Our record is immaculate. Our techniques are those of the oldest masters. You don't know us at all. I know of the Darien Ka, Gideon. I know why the Hand left them. What? How could you? You know nothing. A mere scrap of information, an old name. You don't have any idea what you're talking about. Oh yeah, Gideon, I do. I tell him of the book that Joachim sent us. He's silent for a long time, so you do know of our history. You may very well be the only living person outside of the Hand who knows these things. That we once served such evil is a shame to us. Why? Do you have any idea what sort of monster that Kurgan the Terrible was? He discovered all of the dark necromantic arts. He used to experiment on living souls, killing them, and then raising them from the dead. The Darien Ka were his evil prodigy, and we served them unquestioningly for 500 years. We had never been told of what Kurgan had done. And then your leader Trillian found something. Yes, it said he found the writings of Kurgan, which described in detail the experiments he used to perform on his victims. It made Trillian sick. With revulsion and despair, he vowed to destroy the Darien Ka, no matter what the cost. I think I read the Journal of Kurgan. What? Where'd you find it? I was in the caverns of the Stonecutter clan. Tell him that. Interesting, you seem to know much. He looks troubled. Tell me, what is it you're doing here? What brings you to the village of the Dark Elves? It would seem the last place you'd want to be. That's quite a story. I'll tell him that one too. So Aranex is coming back, and it seems the Dark Elves are helping him do so. Anger flares in his eyes, and once again the Hand is being used for evil purposes. That will no longer be the case. He glances towards the home of Mingarad. And as for you, I'm deeply sorry. The Hand will bother you no more. Thanks, Gideon. Good luck to you. We won't be seeing each other again. He looks around furtively. I recommend you leave here as soon as you're done with your business. Goodbye, Gideon. Oh my god, he's really fast. I have haste on, and I am having trouble keeping up with him. She doesn't want to tell us about Aranex, that's fine. Alright, so where do we go from here then? Maybe back to the Wheel Clan? We got some info. I guess we could go... Really? Can't tell.
Excuse me.
Oh,
I have something I need to talk with you about.
What is it?
I have to leave. There's something I need to do. Something I should have done a long time ago.
What are you talking about?
Listen, I'm sorry things have to be this way. I stayed with you as long as I could. I tried to forget. But it burns within me. Won't leave me alone. I have to go to Caledon. If I can, I'll return to you. If not, well, I wish you the best of luck.
Virgil, please. Just tell me. Let me help.
I'm sorry. I have no choice. I can no longer live with it. I must go and do what must be done.
For a moment, you think he's changed his
Farewell,
mind,
living
but
one.
he did not. Virgil, wait.
Forgive me, but I must go.
You have some of my quest items. Does he drop them on the ground? I should probably check that before I go running away. Nope. Let's go to Caledon. I don't think we can guess teleport from here. I wonder how far away from this place we have to be to teleport away from it. It doesn't really matter. We can just go like this, I guess. Alright, all the way to Caledon. We'll beat him there because he doesn't have teleport. We can be there in literally seconds. I'm guessing he's going to be by that grave that he was at. Maybe. Let's save before anything bad happens. Now that I think about this. The graves were up here, yeah. No Virgil, eh? I honestly thought he'd be here. Okay, well while we're here, I'm gonna jump back into the sewers real quick. There's something I think I forgot to do in the sewers, and it will only take a moment. I wonder where Virgil is now. I gotta go find him. Oh, I'm just dumb. There we go. Did I not go through here? Freaking door, get out of my way. I'm supposed to read this lid for a quest. It says... I mean, I'm sure this is some sort of weird language, but it looks like poop pun. Okay. Let's get out of here now. Now we got the skull, we got the poop pun, and we can leave. How do I get out? Oh, right. There's stairs over here. No, that's the master's chamber. Alright. What if I wait for someone to get a little bit further away and just blast the door open? Oh man, he's just really close. How do I get out of here? I discovered about the remains, something about the remains of Nazardin. What did you find? Tell him about the remains. Gunther was silent for a long time. I see. This is very interesting. I too have recently discovered something which might make sense of this, but please, friend, your interest in this matter. Is it solely out of archaeological curiosity? It would seem your motivations go deeper. You're correct, I tell him all that's happened. I see. He studies us calculating. You're telling me it's you who's the sole survivor of the IFS Zephyr crash? I don't know who this person is. Gunther is silent for a long while, then a slight smile comes over his face, and he takes your hand in his. I was wondering when you were going to tell me. I'm looking for you for a long time, you know. Rumors abound, and we heard you might come calling. I'm so very glad you decided to put your trust in me. As am I, Gunther. What do you make of this mystery? Interesting. It seems the proverbial wool has been pulled over our eyes, but for what reason? I suppose it could be that the early church elders believed an ascension story might strengthen people's beliefs, but at the cost of another man's life? I find that very difficult to believe, but I found something that may confirm that those remains are false. What is that? Actually, wait, there's something else. I tell him of the blood message. He thinks for a moment. I have no idea what the broken ring represents, but there are two words written in Old Tanarum, a dead language that was once used by elders of the church. The first word means mirror, or opposite, and the second means truth. As for the meaning of the whole message, I'm at a loss. Maybe you can assume that Manax was trying to tell us something. What'd you find, Gunther? Remember I told you I was working on those older translations? I found another passage from it that's inconsistent with the Archeon we read today. Have you heard the passage where it talks about the final resting place of Nazredin? Nope. Well, today Archeon reads, Nazredin traveled to the southernmost tip of the land, and there he laid himself to rest. The copy I've been translating says almost the same exact thing, except for one slight difference. It reads, Nazredin crossed the waters and traveled to the southernmost tip of the land. What are you saying? I'm saying I don't think Nazredin was buried here in Caledon. We've always just assumed that the scriptures were speaking of the mainland. And of course, when the remains were found, no one bothered to look again. So where are his remains? Southernmost tip of any land in Arcanum is the Isle of Thanatos, to the south of here. I think that's where you should go next. I might ask you a favor. If you have the time before you leave, perhaps you could uncover the truth behind Saint Manax. There are men here who would be interested in finding the responsible party. I may do that, but why do you think they did all of this? I don't know, my friend. Perhaps there's something about the actual remains of Nazredin that they're afraid of. You should seek out his final resting place, and there I think you'll find your answers. Thanks, Gunther. I don't know who you are, and I don't know how we got involved in your quest, but I'm happy about it. I've returned from the crypt. Splendid, tell me what you found. I retrieved the skull and made some interesting observations. The skull, wonderful, may I see it, please? Of course, here you go. Thank you, this is an exciting moment. We will be the first people to lay their eyes upon Nazredin in more than 2,000 years. The things we will know. Wait, hold on a minute, what's this? What's wrong? The skull. You say this is a skull from the sarcophagus in the burial chamber, are you sure? Positive, why? It's not even elven, it's human. It's impossible. Adrian slowly lowers his head, lost in thought. There were other strange things about what I saw. What'd you see? The drawn in blood part? What was it you said it was drawn in blood? Tell him what I saw. I don't know what that symbolizes, nor why it would be there. A word sounds like ancient paranum, an ancient language used by early church elders, but it has been used in centuries. Gunther Wilhelm is an expert and would know what it means, if it was drawn there. Oh god, they buried him alive. I noticed the skeleton was also missing its right finger. Its right finger? You know what that means? Oh no, it couldn't be. What are you talking about? One of the objects I have here is the finger of Manax. There's a legend associated with it. It was never known if the finger is actually that of the great saint. It would seem that it very well might be. What does the legend say? Legend tells of a time when Saint Manax had been captured by the barbarians. They were plundering the surrounding countryside and were holding Manax for ransom. He told his people to refuse, so the barbarians threatened to cut off one of his fingers if he didn't comply. Manax calmly picked up a knife, told them there'd be no ransom, and cut it off himself. Are you saying the body in the sarcophagus is Manax? I don't know, good god. He looks out the window. Why? Why would they bury him in the tomb of Nazredin? Well, what are we gonna do? I have no idea. This discovery, I'm speechless. He steadies himself against his desk. 2,000 years and no one ever even bothered to check? What fools we have been. He straightens himself. Listen, my friend, I recommend you go and speak with Gunther about this. Find out what the message says. I can be no further use. He gazes beyond you, lost in thought. I'll get to the bottom of this. How am I supposed to get out of here, though? That's the problem. I'm gonna try and blast this door open. As soon as that guard moves away a little bit further. Oh, he didn't like that. Okay. The other guy didn't care, though. So maybe if I move further this way? Or I can just try and find another way out. There's gotta be another way. Can I go back through here? It's unlocked. We can just leave through this way. It's a silly way to go, but fine. Can we go back this way? Huh, we don't need anything else. We can just teleport out. So we need to go to Thanatos. How do I get to Thanatos? No clue. Not even a little bit. I'm gonna look at my journal because I don't really know where I'm supposed to go now. I'm a little bit lost. I didn't even know we were gonna have another side quest pop up for Thanatos, and I don't know how to get to Thanatos. You know what? We could try things though. We could just experiment. Let's leave. Let's go to Blackroot. There's a boat there, I think. Pretty sure there's a boat in Blackroot, isn't there? I'm gonna go with yes. There's a dock. There's a boat. There's 2 boats. Let's see if any of them are going to that place. What's your name, sir? I'm the master shipbuilder here in Blackroot. Pleased to make your acquaintance. Do you have any ships for sale? He smiles widely at you. Yeah, what's to do? Or, why, yes I do. As a matter of fact, we just finished building this one right here. It's a steel at 50,000 coins. I don't have that much. Can we work something out? He laughs. Truly sorry, but I have no epic adventure to send you on to retrieve a magical family heirloom. 50,000 is the price. That's final. We need $50,000. How close are we? Not that close, unfortunately. We need $7,000 more. How about you? Can I just rent your boat? Can I book a passage to Thanatos? Thanatos, are you daft? This boat will never go there. Why? What about Thanatos? Damn it, I need more money. Alright, maybe we go talk to some other people. Maybe the king will send us there. Let's try Durnham. People not giving me $50,000. I need more money. Or better haggling skill, maybe. This castle needs some serious repairs. Do you have anything going on, King Praetor, that I could get some money from? Oh, he's got something of a personal nature. He drifts off, seemingly lost in thought, such as... My daughter has chosen to take up with August Farad, Prince of Ireland, against my wishes. Please tell me more. I fear my harshness has driven her away. She refuses to communicate with me, and you'd like me to get a word to her. Yes, I believe she's living in Caledon, capital of Ireland, and with the prince. Will you help? How much coin is it worth? I regret I have little to offer but my gratitude. Perhaps a few trinkets. Sure, I guess. Why not? Let's go deal with this. I mean, Caledon's a much more prosperous kingdom. Your castle is literally falling apart. It is a trash heap of a place. But I think we're at almost half an hour. We'll call it here. In the next video, we'll do this princess quest and figure out where to go next. Like always, if you have any suggestions or comments, please leave them below. I'll see you next time. Take care.